Hello there. Today is November 11, 2017, and I am Jim Soe Nyun, Chair of the Music Library Association's Encoding Standards Subcommittee, ESS. For the last approximately year and a half, I've also been co-chair, along with Kirk-Evan Billet, of MLA's Linked Data Working Group, LDWG, or Ludwig for short. I'll be giving you a brief overview of some of the encoding standards work for this year, followed by some notes on the work of Ludwig. ESS has responsibility within MLA to work with the systems we use to encode metadata for musical materials. For practicing music catalogers, the topics of immediate interest have been the MARC formats used to encode bibliographic and authority data. Current results of ESS's work in this area are two papers that have been submitted to the Network Development and MARC Standards Office at the Library of Congress for consideration by the MARC Steering Group and possibly by the MARC Advisory Committee. Both papers look at ways to develop MARC to better deal with the complex aggregate works so common in music cataloging. One paper makes the case to validate MARC Subfield 3 work specified in several 3xx bibliographic fields that currently lack it. The other paper seeks to make field 384 key repeatable. In related areas, ESS is participating in providing feedback on initiatives that would impact the MARC formats and the implementation of these formats. One of these projects is devoted to providing comments on the report from the Program for Cooperative Cataloging's ISBD and MARC Task Group. This PCC project looks at changes to the MARC formats that would be necessary to allow MARC to convey the full meaning of metadata that currently relies on a mix of MARC encoding and ISBD punctuation. Many of these changes would impact the music community, and ESS is gathering comments on proposed changes. Some members of ESS are also involved in participating in a joint MLA-OLAC task group established to recommend ways to make more consistent RDA and non-RDA terms in MARC fields 344 and 347 across formats, and to suggest how to implement the new Subfield 2 source codes for terms used in the MARC 33X and 34X fields. Mary Huseman, chair of MLA's Content Standards Subcommittee, is leading this working group, and final recommendations are under consideration. The Linked Data Working Group formed in 2016 to provide input from MLA to the Linked Data for Performed Music project that is part of the larger Mellon Grant-funded Linked Data for Production LD4P initiative. In support of the Performed Music Ontology, or PMO, project, Ludwig has contributed 89 use cases for functionality related to medium of performance, aggregate works, sequence, events, and performers. Other Ludwig contributions to the PMO work included reviewing 5 pre-existing ontologies to examine how they deal with events. We also commented on several PMO draft specifications. The PMO group's work is now available in a beta release and can be viewed online via GitHub or on BiblioPortal. That concludes my brief update for today. I hope you found some of this information useful.